So it's now my privilege to, I just want to thank you first for your understanding and assistance, and I hope that we'll all be able to keep to that promise to each other. And it's now my privilege to introduce today's convocation speaker, Jemy Joseph. Dr. Joseph is an award-winning doctor, coach, speaker, and educator who works as a physician in Toronto and Northern Canada. She has spent the past 3 years at the forefront in the battle against COVID-19, working in multiple emergency rooms and advocating for the marginalized communities disproportionately affected by the pandemic. She holds 3 degrees from U of T and currently serves as a board member of the Alumni Association, a teacher to medical students, a generous mentor, and a dedicated advocate of equity, diversity, and inclusion. Please welcome Jemy Joseph to the podium.
Good afternoon. It is an absolute honor to stand before you today, our newest graduates and your loved ones. As I was preparing this address, I acknowledge that all of you have survived a time that will be the topic of many history books to come. You lived through the pandemic of a century, a global isolation, the battle for racial injustice, financial instability, inflation, Indigenous movements, questioning of scientific evidence, and much more. It is probably what you least expected as you walked through the doors of this university in 2019. Yet, here you are today, more stronger and resilient than ever. You should be incredibly proud of your achievement, as it is no small feat to get through the last 4 years. It is an even greater honor to hold a University of Toronto degree in your hands. The essence of this university, and by extent, the Greater Toronto Area, encapsulates the essence of multiculturalism and diversity, as I very well see here before me. Having traveled to 39 countries and lived in 4, I have come to appreciate the sheer beauty of diversity. But regardless of where my travels around the world took me, I always longed to come back to Toronto, as I missed the city that literally holds the world within its boundaries. Walking down the streets, I am amazed by the incredible diversity of people, food, celebrations, and mindsets. Before even I fully realized it, my time at U of T enabled me to navigate complex cultural intersections with ease. That capability is what now allows me to work with marginalized populations within Toronto, all the way to the Indigenous communities in the Arctic. So as you enter a new chapter, remember the ample opportunities to interact with fellow global citizens that you got in your own classrooms. That is a huge gift, and one of the most significant advantages you will carry forward beyond the campus walls. Remember, embracing diversity and multiculturalism is not just about tolerance, but it's about seeking understanding, appreciating the differences, and fostering an inclusive society. 20 years from now, you will most likely not remember your GPA or the assignments you did. Rather, it'll be the community you built and the people you've met. So cherish this wonderful network you have. To this day, I hang out with my friends from UTSC 15 years later, and have even consulted many as I went through my academic and personal journey. So carry the spirit of diversity forward with you as you go forth, as we need it more than ever to bring together the unity to shape a better world. With that in mind, let's move on to another truth. Your degrees don't create a linear path. When I started at UTSC in life sciences, I considered so many careers: pharmacist, teacher, lawyer, doctor, and academia. I went on to do graduate studies at U of T again, and that's what gave me clarity to pursue medicine. Fast forward, when I started my career in medicine, I thought I was going to set up a little shop in Scarborough next to my house and live happily ever after. Little did I know that a serendipitous 2-week trip to Northwest Territories in Canada would be life-changing. It transformed the whole trajectory of my career, which now includes working in rural and remote parts of Canada while pursuing advocacy and justice parallel to medicine. As graduates of this esteemed university, you have been given the knowledge, skills, and a very unique perspective that is needed to solve today's complex problems. It is okay to steer a little far from the safer traditional career paths. I know all about taking the safe roads, being a first-generation immigrant from Eastern cultures, just like many of you here. Sorry, Mom and Dad. They're sitting right in front. So I can empathize with the risk aversion. But I encourage you to take a risk, try something new, something different, find a problem you're passionate about, and be part of the solution. Don't be afraid to fail, and make sure you surround yourself with mentors and peers that'll be part of your support system to uplift you in this journey. Each one of you possesses the power to make a difference and to leave a lasting imprint on society. So be the innovators, the visionaries, the transformers, and the disruptors when necessary. As you chart your course in this world, defining success will become more challenging. There will be no report cards or grades to measure your progress. So it is easy to succumb to cultural pressures and associate success with traditional metrics like career achievements, material wealth, fame, and followers. As such, our lives are filled with hustle and hurry. This leads to what I call the TBS syndrome, tired, busy, and stressed, a very common thing in our current society. But true success lies in the relationships we build, the love and support we give and receive, and the positive impact we make on the world around us. Therefore, as you contemplate the future, I hope you won't forget the people that walked the journey with you. Some of them are in this room today. As an emergency room doctor working at ground zero of COVID-19 in Scarborough, I witnessed firsthand far too many untimely deaths. Families and communities were shattered by a microscopic organism. I can still vividly recall the screams, the tears, and the regrets echoed through the hospital corridors, a very harsh reminder of the impermanence of life. This experience profoundly reinforced for me the importance of cherishing our family, friends, and community. So I encourage you, all of you, to intentionally carve out protected time and emotional space for those you love. In closing, let me say that today marks the beginning of a new chapter, a chapter filled with endless possibilities for each and every one of you. As you leave the comforts of the university, venture forth with confidence, rise to the challenges, and seize the opportunities ahead. Remember, the world isn't just waiting for you, it is counting on you. Graduates of University of Toronto Scarborough, class of 2023, congratulations. May your journey forward be bold, filled with purpose, and have a profound impact on the world. Thank you very much.